You guys want to see something pretty remarkable?
Puncture! What?
This is Molly, she is a girl. She knows nothing about the world. So come on, yeah, let's take a stroll. It's Molly the Millennial.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Molly the Millennial. Thanksgiving is just 2 days away. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite days of the year because it is a holiday that solely consists of overeating and being thankful and stuff, but also a lot of eating. And one of my favorite side dishes on Thanksgiving is stuffing. Our family always used the stuffing in a bag from Pepperidge Farm. And it's always delicious, so why use anything else? But today I decided I am going to try to teach you all how to make homemade from scratch stuffing. Before I do that, I am going to explain the difference between stuffing and dressing, which I just learned today. According to the World Wide Web, stuffing is what you put inside of the bird, and dressing is what you cook separately outside of the bird. So I guess technically I'm making dressing, but I grew up saying stuffing, so I'm just gonna call it stuffing. So the first thing you're going to need to do to make your homemade stuffing is get your loaf of bread and cut it up into tiny chunks, or you can tear it. The loaf of bread that I used was just an Italian loaf, but you can use any sort of bread that you like. You need your bread to be stale or crispy before you start making your stuffing. So you can do that one of two ways. One, you can cut your bread up and leave it on the counter and make it stale overnight. Leave it on the counter for 24 to 48 hours. Or you can chop it up, put some butter, salt and pepper on it, throw it in the oven for about 30 minutes at 325. Making like a crouton, that way is a lot faster in case you procrastinated like I did. Crisp, 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 crisp. This recipe calls for 4 stalks of celery, so cut these up. But do it finely. Make them into small pieces. Like this. Maybe a little bit smaller. It's your preference. After you do that, take your onions, 2 yellow onions, and cut those finely as well. Like this. These onions are killing me right now. It's so sad. Next, chop your parsley finely. I'm just gonna use all of this. I don't know, I'm guessing on a lot of this stuff, you guys. I just used the whole bunch, just minus the stems. I just used all the leafy stuff. You can put your onions and celery in one bowl, but keep your parsley separate. Next, heat up a pan and add 1 stick of butter. Your pan should be about on medium heat. Once your butter is melted down, add your celery and onions to the melted butter. Cook these, stirring occasionally for about 5 minutes, or until the vegetables are tender. As your vegetables are cooking in the butter, go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of dried thyme and 2 tablespoons of dried sage. Guys, it smells delicious in here right now. It smells very good. My expectations are very high right now. Once your onions are clear, then that means they're pretty much done. So go ahead and turn off the heat and take them off of the burner. Next, pour yourself 2½ cups of chicken stock and whip up 2 eggs. We're going to add the 2 whipped eggs to the chicken stock. But make sure your chicken stock isn't hot, because if it is and you pour the eggs in there, then it's gonna cook the eggs, and that is not going to be good. So stir the chicken stock and the egg all together. Guys, now is a good time to preheat your oven to 425. I forgot to do that, so I just had to do it now. So if you haven't done it, go preheat your oven to 425 right now. So now that you have your celery and onions sauteed and your weird egg stock mixture ready and all of your crusty little croutons, now we get to mix it all together. Mix all of this up. It's probably best to do it with your hands, because if you do it with a spoon or something else, you could be too rough with all of it and the bread could get mushier than it needs to get and blah, blah, blah. That's what the World Wide Web said. Okay, so once you get all of this stuff good and mixed up, transfer it into a casserole dish. But make sure you spray Pam on the casserole dish so it doesn't get all sticky in there. Damn, it looks like stuffing. You're going to bake your stuffing for a total of 35 to 45 minutes. For the first 25 to 30 minutes, you're going to put tinfoil on top of your casserole dish. For the last 10 to 15 minutes, take your stuffing out, take the aluminum foil off, and pop it back in the oven. This allows the top to get nice and crispy. Please be good. Please don't betray me. Okay, it's in the oven, so now I just wait. Guys, it's fresh out of the oven and it looks like stuffing. so I think I didn't mess it up. Oh, no, Mom!
What?
I'm not ready yet. The whole point of filming is to get a reaction.
Okay.
We need instructions, obviously.
Okay, guys, I'm at my parents' house. I made this at their house, so they're gonna taste test it. Here we go. Ta-da!
Good.
Not much is good.
I still like the stove top though. I don't think it's worth it. I'm not sure it's worth all the effort.
I don't know, Molly. Knowing you made this with your loving hands.
Well, there you go, you millennial turkeys. That is how you make homemade stuffing. I'm gonna be honest.